Hello YouTubers, welcome to my long awaited video on the top 10 125cc motorcycles part 2. Now in this list I'll be going through the last 5 bikes I personally think are the best, and remember these are all opinion based. So with that said, let's get into it. Kicking off the list at number 5 we have the Yamaha WR125X or R. Now if you're looking for a little dirt bike or something you can have a lot of fun on, this is definitely the option for you. Now when I say little, it's not actually too bad. The ergonomics are pretty good on it, as you can see. And you must be thinking this is going to cost a lot of money. But realistically you can actually get one for under £2,000. They are pretty difficult to get, but you can get one. The reason this is at number 5 is because some people might not like the look of this bike or really think that it's a practical thing for them. I personally love this bike and have had a lot of fun on it. With the Yamaha's 15 brake horsepower 125 engine, you'll be getting around 75 mph on this bike, although staying at that speed can be a bit uncomfortable after a while. Number 4 on the list is a mix between the Honda CBF and the Yamaha YBL. I've actually put these together because they are very similar bikes when it comes to looks, comfort, speed, reliability and price. Now I know they're not the best looking bikes, but they do make up for it in all the other areas, especially reliability and comfort. Not to mention, these bikes are pretty much everywhere. You can get them from all parts of the country for around the 1,000 to 1,500 mark. Both Honda and Yamaha are Japanese manufacturers, and with that said, you're guaranteed to get a pretty reliable machine. They both push around about 10 to 11 horsepower, so you'll only be expecting to get about 60 from these, which if you're just doing a normal commute, this is absolutely fine. So if you don't care about all the looks and all the speed, if you want a really reliable, cheap machine, get one of these. Personally, I'd go for the CBF, just because I like the look of it more. Number 3 on the list could be slightly controversial, but I've gone for a Lex Moto Hawk. Now before you slate me off, hear me out. Lex Moto have been going for quite a while now in the UK, and have proved to be a very reliable place to get a motorcycle, especially one as premium looking as a Lex Moto Hawk. While Lex Moto is a UK based company, all the parts do come from China, where Lex Moto as a trader will build the bikes in the UK. And it's not only the Hawk they build, they have a vast array of bikes available on their site for really good prices. Of course there is the stigma that it's Chinese and it'll fall apart, but this is not the case. If you look after the bike, it will look after you. Now similar to the CBF or YBL, you'll be getting about 10 horsepower from this bike, so about 65 mph. Lex Moto are really starting to grow in the UK, and I hope they'll continue to grow, because you never know, in a few years time they could be releasing 250s and even 600s. If you have any questions for Lex Moto, go visit their Facebook page, they're happy to answer. Number 2 on the list. It would be a crime if I didn't have a Duke on here. So here it is, the KTM Duke. These bikes are pretty popular in the UK and all around the world for their really unique look. You're definitely going to be looking pretty cool on one of these, and will most probably grab a lot of attention. Whether that's a good thing or not, that's up to you. KTM Dukes have been going for ages and they're known for their reliability and good speed. And while it is possible to get one for under £2,000, they are quite difficult to find, as they are quite sought after as well. But it is definitely possible to get one if you keep looking, and looking, and looking. With this 15 brake horsepower engine, you'll probably see about 75 to 80 mph on this. The other issue you might have is a lack of wind coverage. Like the WR125, you don't have a windshield and it's not going to protect you at high speeds. So again, long trips should probably be avoided on this, to save your ears at least. Number 1 on the list, my absolute favourite 125 I've ever owned, the Yamaha YZF R125. If you've ever wanted a big bike feel on a 125, this is the bike for you. Not only does it look gorgeous, but it also has the engine to match. This 15 brake horsepower is exactly the same as the MT125 in my previous video and will get you about 85 mph. And since there are so many of them in the UK, you can actually get one for under £2,000 relatively easily. In fact, I managed to pick mine up for 1,700. That's if you're buying second hand. If you want to go down the route of brand new, you're going to be paying quite a lot of money. I'll let you contemplate that option. YZF R125s are absolutely fantastic to own, and I personally couldn't recommend them enough. I know I'm probably being a bit biased as it's my favourite bike, but I really don't care. I love this bike so much. And if you have the option, get one. Definitely get one. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and this list. Sorry it took so long to come out, I've just been really busy. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe and leave a like, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!